Hi guys, it's Miss Emma from Blue Room. I hope you're having a good week. This week's theme is bugs and insects, so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about bees. So bees live in hives, and hives have hundreds of bees. So one person who is basically in charge of all the bees, and she is called the queen. So usually when they have the queen, they put a little dot on their back with a different color so they know which one's the queen. So if you look at this picture, you see all the bees all around the queen right here, and you can see she has a little pink spot right on her back. So that helps the beekeepers know which one is the queen. So the queen is the biggest bee out of all of them. So you see these bees are a little bit smaller, and she's the biggest. She also has a pointed bottom, while this one's a little bit pointed and this one's round. So you can tell the queen is the queen also by that. So the queen actually doesn't have to do much. Everybody kind of just does everything for her. They bring her food. They actually even feed her the food, so she doesn't even have to feed herself. One of the main people who like to feed her are called the drone bees. Now the drone bees are all boy bees. So they look like this. You can see they have a very round bottom compared to the other kind of bees. They also have huge eyes. You can see their big eyes. The other bees don't have eyes that big at all. So the drone bees just like to help the queen. They help feed her, and they are there to keep her company and stay by her side. But there's one other kind of bee that does a lot of work. Those kind of bees are called the worker bees. The worker bees are the smallest, and they are skinnier than the other bees. They also have a very skinny waist. So the worker bees do just that. They work. So they go out, and they're the bees that will be in the flowers, and they're getting pollen and nectar, and they're bringing them back to help feed all of the drone bees and the queen bee. They also are all female bees. So really, they just do all the work that is needed to be done. They keep the hives clean, and again, they get all the food for all of the other bees. They also have very small eyes, just like the queen, but you can see their heads are shaped a little bit different. So I know some of my friends, and even I used to be pretty scared of bumblebees. I would always run away. I was scared they were gonna sting me, but actually they're very nice, and really they help our planet. They really just want to help their queen and get nectar from the flowers and get some pollen, but they do get scared. They are scared of us sometimes, which is why people might think that they are trying to be mean, but really they're just scared. But if we just let them be and we let them do their own thing, then we have nothing to worry about. There's also a fun game that you can play with your siblings or your mom and your dad. It's called Queen Bee Buzz. It's kind of like tag. So you would go outside, and there would be one person who would be the queen bee, and the other people would be the worker bees or the drone bees, and the worker bee and drone bee would run around, and whoever is the queen bee would try to go catch them to bring them back to their hive. So once you tag them, they're going to come back to your hive with you. This game's really fun. I know it will be super fun for you guys to be chasing around your parents or your siblings. I hope I could teach you something about bees today that you didn't know before, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.